Next item on the agenda is 6B, Planning Commission discussion.
Through the chair.
Commissioner.
Just to make it official, I know I talked to Aaron earlier about the food trucks on El Camino, and maybe the staff can do whatever you do to see the zoning on it and laws on it and regulations on it. I've been asked by a few residents who see why they can do it and other restaurants can't do other things. And so I gave Aaron some paperwork that I looked up. And just maybe you can bring it back, or if I don't even know if it's our jurisdiction, but
yeah, I'll have the city attorney brief the planning commission at the next meeting.
Could you elaborate the question?
Sure. The question is, as you know, there's taco trucks and other mobile food vendors that are located in San Bruno as well as all over the Bay Area now. You know, they've grown in number over the last year or two. The question is how, I think the overall philosophical question is, why are there parking requirements, why are there certain requirements on brick and mortar restaurants, and why don't those same requirements apply to mobile food vendors? So I think that's question number one. And then question number two, Commissioner Marshall pointed out a specific section of the Streets and Highway Code that would specifically relate to mobile food vendors on the El Camino Real, you know, which is obviously a state highway, and whether or not this language within the state and highway code would conflict with their operations. So I think there's overall questions about, you know, which type of codes apply, and then specifically this street and highway code as well.
Okay, thank you.
Chair.
Commissioner?
Also, I think it's Mike's auto sales. I've noticed he's got a couple of signs up on his fence that say if you park anything there that blocks the view of the lot, you will be towed. I think there's a couple of those up, and another one which I think is in the city code about not parking if you have a for sale sign on your vehicle in front of it. But in any case, I think that staff should take a look at that and make sure that it's legit.
We'll look at that custom sign.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. I wanted to point out that we received a Indicators for Sustainable San Mateo County booklet today, and those of you who want to check it out at home, the website is www.sustainablesanmateo.org, and you can get the same package at home as well. Do you want to speak about this? Anything in particular that piques your interest?
I haven't looked over the most recent version of this, but I would do the same as what you recommend. I mean, it's a scorecard that's looking at how are we meeting sustainability measures countywide. I think one thing, and I don't know if this is touched on because I haven't looked at this, is every city is required by law now to do a climate action plan, and a climate action plan is first of the kind document for California, which really takes a look at the whole sustainability umbrella and how our cities doing in water conservation and transit-oriented development and green building measures, and tying all those policies together into one document. So in addition to looking at the sustainability scorecard, I would also recommend soon coming up, the city of San Bruno will be completing our climate action plan, and cities countywide will be as well.
Great. Thank you. Are there any other planning commission discussion?